Om Namo Narayana. Welcome back to our introductory text from Anakarana that introduces his trilogy of books, The Vedic Universe. Today we pick up in the sixth video. So this is called Dangerous Times. Lord Chaitanya appeared in the year 1486, presenting instructions on chanting 64 rounds of the Mahamantra per day. With that, he offered a way to liberate the mind from the inertia of the dark, ignorant world. Inaugurating the Sankirtana movement, he also gave the masses an alternative to atheism, even though they may practice this non purely. At the time of Lord Chaitanya, people in India followed Shastra and accepted its so called naive teachings that the earth is flat. In Europe, around the same time, the religion of scientism, which had been captured by ungodly people in disguise, was increasing its proclamations that our earth was a globe with no other life forms around. To help in this matter, archaeological findings of previously developed societies were altered to fit a specific narrative dating back a few thousand years. Proponents of theism and atheism alike introduced their wares to the masses at a similar time, and each took hold in their section of the world. Here we should remember that the weapon of the demons is in lies and deceit, whereas in those of the devotees is the truth presented in Shastra. Internet searches on cosmology reveal information largely stemming from the Christian epoch, often biased and tailored to a particular account. This monopolization of presenting knowledge via technology and a doctored history severely limits alternative viewpoints. This has become so polarized that the paths of materialism and spiritualism are now professed as being non complementary, and science teaches that we cannot use religious texts to understand the material universe. It's obvious these matters are being controlled and directed, though the common man, engrossed in commercialism and making money, fails to see what's before his very eyes. Only Shastra, which is the living representative of God in this age, and which presents perfect descending knowledge, can challenge the atheistic dominance gained by technology and ruthless leaders. As science claims that technology now shows all previous understandings of the universe to be immature, it also deems that every argument henceforth should be technologically based. In other words, only modern science has the right to question modern science, as it is now the self proclaimed authority over the Vedas and God Himself. Devotees would do well to meditate on the far reaching implications of this statement. On the internet and in one sided history books, we're told that the globe idea of Earth began gaining momentum around the Roman era. We may note that the present forming of global governance appears to be an attempt to bring back the tenets of the Roman Empire in a new set of clothing. As this period was an extremely degraded time, people should be worried. Rome desired to conquer and control the entire world, and in Roman times there were masters, citizens of Rome, and peasants. Peasants were considered slaves or two legged animals, and citizens of Rome did not have complete freedom of speech, and were owned by the state and had to work on behalf of the state. The masters of Rome had complete dominion over everyone, and if anyone dared to speak out against their doctrines or atrocities, it would often be dealt with by punishment of death. In many other countries, those situations are reoccurring and are growing day by day. The current demonic power grab of earth can be changed by the devotees who have full faith and propound the truthful teachings of Shastra. However, if devotees simply ignore their duty, or even worse, side with science over Shastra, trouble will be knocking at the door in a short time. In the year 1492, just after Lord Chaitanya's appearance, Martin Behem made the first physical model of the globe Earth. Not long after that, the telescope was invented, and scientists like Galileo, Copernicus, Newton, and Einstein furthered the globe hypothesis. We may note that apart from the first two laws of thermodynamics, scientific theories have evolved, each changing with new technology and thinkers. While a theory remains unchallenged, faith in it develops, and misconceptions are only understood when the theory is modified or shown to be incorrect. The adaptation of findings happens like clockwork, but atheists do not understand that knowledge is given from the gods as time passes. At present, the common man is given faith in technological advancements and the inventions of other areas of science, such as medicine, and expected to continue a degree of blind faith in every other branch. In these perilous times when sinful life has become a normality and a people's intelligence has been dulled by ingestion of chemicals, those who spread propaganda and control the way information is presented can easily pass off an untruth as a truth and implant it in the subconscious mind of the populace. In a closed shop where politicians, journalists, doctors, and university professors are bought, and where people are entering smaller fields of expertise, it's easy to lose sight of the larger picture. And that is why we should take guidance from Scripture. With plenty of scope for deception, we are indeed living in dangerous times wherein money controls what is to be accepted as truth. And with that, that will bring us to the end of this latest chapter. And I've been talking long in the last few videos, so I'm just going to keep this one ultra short and just say thank you, as always, for joining me on this channel.